Good evening. Good evening, good evening. So, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to simulcast this presentation, which is going to take probably 15 minutes because I'm going to get straight to the point. And I'm going to do it on the Zoom. But here's the deal. If you're watching this on Facebook, you're not going to be able to see the few slides that I've got, which is fine. You can hop on that link in the description and tag in. I'm actually getting ready to log in right now, so if anybody wants to join me, click on that link because I am logging in. See if anybody else hops on at 6 o'clock. So I've got my phone here and I've got my computer camera here. So on the computer camera, if you're on Zoom, you're probably going to see a side profile. On Facebook, you're going to see me straight ahead. So I am connecting to Zoom. Let's see if anybody is on here yet. Let's see here. Oh, I have to close this camera. Let's try it again. Actually, I'm going to log in again because I accidentally... Well, maybe I can do it. There we go. I'm on. I am on. So, but this is recording, and with it recording, I am going to make it, I'll put it on YouTube. I'll make a link for it, and then you can catch the replay if you don't happen to get the replay tonight. So I'm going to wait just a few minutes. If you're on, throw me a comment, throw me something, say I'm on, I'm watching, and let me know what's going on. I know in the Facebook comments, sometimes I don't see them as they're coming through, and then I see them later on. However, if you're on the Zoom, I'm going to see them right away, because we have a chat box, and we can chat. And I'm going to open the chat box, so it's there. So if anybody is wanting to hop on, you can totally hop on. So it's 5:58, still have a few minutes. So I hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving this week. If you did not catch my Thanksgiving quick video yesterday, I've given you some of the best advice to get through Thanksgiving without beating yourself up over everything, because I understand you're not going to have control over your eating. I get it. You know, sometimes if you can control it, you know what to do. I've taught you. If you don't know, send me an email or send me a message and I will help you out with it. If you can't control it, I said the best thing you can do is just let it go and make it your one meal of the day. Just push your timed eating and intermittent fasting time back. Keep your window short and just enjoy. Okay. Hey, Heather. Yes. Yay, Heather, you're watching. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Are you getting a bunch of snow? I think you're getting a bunch of snow. I can't remember. I thought I saw you post something about that, about the snow. So, today, sorry Heather, it was like 71 degrees and sunny. But I think we're getting a thunderstorm, I think, later this week, and then we're supposed to be dropping into the upper 50s maybe? I'm not sure. So, hey, it's my first winter in Florida, so it will be good. So it's 5:59. The other thing I told you in that video too is if you're a beer drinker, which I ain't gonna lie, I am. However, it's not the best for your body. So your best spirits, if you're gonna use that to celebrate Thanksgiving, is going to be your whiskeys, your bourbons, your rum, and your tequila. And it's best not to mix them with anything else. Do them on the rocks. I have that homemade margarita recipe. That's actually not bad for you at all because it's fresh squeezed lime. It's tequila and then kosher salt. I use kosher salt for around the rim and just a little bit of agave. And in fact, you don't even need it. You can just like take it out. So consider some of that stuff. Stay away from your pina coladas. Stay away from your margarita mixers, things like that. Beer is just beer, and it just doesn't leave your system like the other stuff does. The other stuff will only stay in your system as long as it takes your liver to process it and get it out. So if you have any, just drink water, flush it out quick. Yeah, you'd rather be where you are. Yeah, it sucks. girl, you need to come visit me. Just get down here and visit. Visit, visit, visit. Someone asked me the other day when I was going back to Sioux Falls, and I'm like, I'm not. It's too cold. It's too cold up there. So, anyway, so let's see. It's 6 o'clock. I'll wait a couple more minutes, and then we will get started on this presentation. There may be a few more people that hop in on the Facebook Live, and then on the Zoom. So, it'll be good. What else? I have been just trying to keep up on giving you guys the best information that I can to help you kind of go along with everything. I've updated my cookbook. There's probably close to 40 recipes in there. I'm kind of going to go back on some things as soon as the holidays are over, and I'm going to put together some, like, maybe like if you're losing the weight, but then like you plateau, like some of the things you need to look at to tweak it and get your body going again. So I'm going to kind of look at those, and especially with belly fat, because belly fat is, heck yeah, you can come visit Heather anytime, girl. So, you know, especially with belly fat, because usually a lot of the times the first place that it goes on is the last place it comes off. So it's just one of those things. So like so when my weight fluctuates, this is just how I've been over the years, you can always tell my face. You can always tell my neck. You can always tell kind of my shoulders. So that being said, that's always the first place I know, and it always was like the stomach was the last. But which is what's great about what I'm going to tell you is this is going to do it for everything, not just your belly. It's really going to focus on everything. So that being said, it is 6:02. It's 6:02, and I am going to share my screen. If you had just hopped on, you can watch the Facebook Live, or you can come in on the link below, or in the sorry, hang on. I'm going to re-log in the post. So I'm going to re-log into the post. Let's see here. And then we'll get started. So just give me 1 second. What about wine? Okay, Heather, wine. Wine is fine. The drier, the better. However, like the Moscatos, like the Rosés, things like that, sweet wines, blends, they will have added sugar in them typically, and then so that's sugar in your body. So like levels of like least ones you want to put in to best is beer would be the least ones you'd want to put in, and then you've got your wines from your beer, sweet wines, and then your middle of the road. Like I like Pinot Grigio and I like Pinot Noir. That's the driest I go. And then you can even go drier with Chardonnays, Merlots, things like that. And if you like that, that's fine. That would be the best for the wine. You want, like I said, you want to stay away from the sweet wines. All right, let me click this again. Here we go. And then you want to move into your spirits, so like your bourbons, your whiskeys, even your vodka. Even like the clear ones are the best. Tequila is actually the best for women as far as doing that. So, all right, here we go. All right, so I am logged in, and I want to thank everybody for coming and joining in on this. I'm going to get sweet to the point, and let's rock and roll. So I'm going to share my screen if you are on the Zoom, and if you're on Facebook, you're going to be able to listen. But like I said, I'm recording it, so I will be able to. Hey, Kim, there's Kim. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to bring this up. Hey, Leslie. How are you doing, girl? I hope you're doing good. All right. All right, so eliminating belly fat. So the biggest question I get from women is, how can I eliminate belly fat? And belly fat is just, you know, it's the thing that we notice the most. It's the thing that we see. It's the thing that we feel, okay? So belly fat, what I'm saying for belly fat, it goes for all fat. So don't just be thinking it's just belly fat. It's for all fat. But this strategy will be the quickest way to get it off of you. But what's cool about what I'm going to teach you in this is it's going to work to reverse a lot of the ailments in your body anyway. And a lot of this is what I already teach you. So if you can get the kind of the nuts and bolts of this, fine-tuning this is not going to be a problem for you. So that's what this is going to be. This is a lot. Some of this has to do with food. Some of it has to do with lifestyle. So the first thing I want you to understand when you are dealing with belly fat, this is a hormone issue. Okay, it is a hormone issue. Yes, food causes the hormone issue, but it's not. It's the food that interacts with your hormones and that screws everything up. So that being said, it's a hormone issue. So belly fat comes from when your cortisol and your insulin increase and go up. And the insulin, as it increases and when you start feeling it around your waist, that is responsible for your midsection getting bigger. So that is what it is. It's a sign and symptom that your cortisol and your insulin levels are way too high. Okay, and you don't have to be a type 2 diabetic to have high insulin. Your insulin can elevate and you can be not a diabetic and still gain body fat. And it's a very common. Women are very sensitive to this. These two hormones are very sensitive to the belly fat. And so when those are high, the belly fat comes on, okay? So to get your belly fat to go away, we have to do the opposite. We have to keep it down. So causes of cortisol being increased. Additives and preservatives are your food. Lack of sleep. I know everybody struggles with this. Lack of sleep. So that if you had to choose over an extra day of exercise or getting extra sleep, I would tell you to get the extra sleep, because over exercising is only going to keep your cortisol level high. I know that in our minds we think that it's okay for us to go exercise, like, oh my gosh, I haven't exercised, it's been 3 or 4 days and I haven't slept, I've been so busy, work this, work that in my life, and I just got to go exercise. My advice to you would be to not and just go to bed early and try to get that 7-8 hours of sleep that you can get yourself caught up. What that will do is make your body relax. When you're in that mindset and you decide you're going to go exercise, your cortisol level's already high, but then you go and exercise and now you've caused another level of stress on top of the stress that you're already dealing with. And so that is not going to help you. It is going to keep you from getting rid of the belly fat. It's going to keep it holding on. It's going to keep your body hanging on to it because it doesn't want to let it go. It's a survival mode. That's why your body does that. It's storing body fat for survival mode, and that's the high levels of stress. So, and then of course, high levels of stress and anything that is synthetic to your body. And I'm not even just talking about food. Since like World War II, we've got at least 10,000 more synthetics in the air, just in the air and our environment. So what we do is try to control what we can control, and what we can control is typically our food, and where we buy it, and what comes into our bodies. And that's where we take the control back. So that's your causes. And Car, thank you for joining. She's on. All right. So here's our strategy. This is how we fight it. We are going to fight it with 3 meals per day. The goal is 2. So if you're already doing 3 meals, your goal would be to get to 2 meals. If you're eating 4 or 5 times a day, your goal would be to get to 3, but then working to 2. You know, that would be that should be your mindset, okay? And then once you're into 2, we could talk about that later. But 2 should be the goal you're getting to. But if you're not there, that's fine. If you're at 4, go to 3. And we just stay in there for a while so your body makes the adjustment. And then we move on to 2 meals, okay? We add timed eating. It's also known as intermittent fasting. We were not meant to eat all day long and graze. I know when people start intermittent fasting, their body goes through the struggle with them, and it's normal. But it's also abnormal that we eat 5 times a day. We were never created to eat like that. So we've trained our body to consume calories all the time when it's not normal. So, but the good news is you can work through that fairly quickly, and it goes away. Once you know the difference between a fake hunger and a true hunger, then you can move on and move through that pretty easy, and your body does make the adjustment, and it will. You'll be surprised how quickly it can happen. All right, we eliminate grazing between meals, between those 2 and 3 meals, whatever your goal is, and then in those meals we are incorporating 3 to 6 ounces of protein. We're not going to have a 16-ounce steak. We're not going to go above and beyond those ounces, because that extra protein, once you're getting into 8, 9, 10, more like 10, 11, 12 ounces of protein, what's happening is your body is having to produce more insulin to break that down, and that's added stress. So, that being said, we're going to find good, clean proteins. That's your hormone-free beef, pork, chicken, all of those things. And then we're going to add healthy fat. Healthy fat neutralizes insulin. So your healthy fats are going to be your organic butters, your coconut oils, your avocado oils, all of those good high quality fats, even ghee, all right? And then of course no artificial sugar. I understand people like fruits, and fruits have a place in this. However, we don't want to put artificial sugar back into our diet. These are your basics and your keys. And then veggies. Veggies flush your fatty liver because veggies have fiber, and that's what gets all of that out. So your friends, your best friends are going to be the healthy fat, the clean proteins, and then the veggies. So those are your basics. Those are the basic strategy. This is what we're going to do, right? So bumping up the fat burning. Bumping up the fat burning is going to include, once you do all of this, plus getting your sleep, your proper sleep, and not over exercising. Like I said, I'd rather you get a good night's sleep than exercise, so your body can get those levels down naturally. And if you're in this mode and you're doing all these things, the next thing you can do is add MCT oil to your diet. MCT oil is the medium chain triglyceride. It's natural in coconut oil. 50% of it is natural MCT. You don't have to buy the capsules. You don't have to buy the supplements. Okay, and then want to bump it up even further, potassium. Potassium is fuel burning, fat burning to your body. So veggies, bananas, even coconut water. But all this done in your timed eating window. Apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon first thing in the morning with your water, even before your coffee. Have another tablespoon before your first meal, or before your last meal. So you can pick your meal. So like I do mine in the morning when I first get up, and then I do it again for my my very first meal that I do. Okay, what that does is it decreases my insulin right off the bat because it has the acid in it to bring it down, and it brings my blood sugar down. What that does is keeps you from overeating, and it stabilizes your sugar so you don't want to crave some of those extra foods and you don't get yourself way off track. More sleep. Okay, I know that's a tough one for people, but guess what? I was able to do all of this on a firefighter schedule. I was working a 24-hour on, 48-hour off shift. I did not sleep most of the nights I was on duty. Sometimes I was working a 48-hour shift. It is important, and I know I could have gotten to my goals quicker if I could have gotten that quality of sleep, but I promise you as the day is long, I had a 24-hour window where I made everybody leave me alone, and I slept. I slept. It was what I had to do, and it's the best I could do. I chose sleep over exercise some days because I had to. It was messing with my cognitive stuff. I wasn't functioning right. But you can do this. Even if your sleeping patterns aren't perfect, it's fine. If we can keep improving it over time, that's the point. All right? And do not over-exercise. Better to sleep than to force stressful exercise. Okay? That's taking it to the next level. Passive ways you can boost your fat burning is to replace your oil, replace your salt. You've probably heard me tell you this a lot. Get rid of your vegetable oils, get rid of your canola oils, get rid of your peanut oils. You want to replace your oils. You want to be cooking with either avocado oil, coconut oil, unrefined organic, or you're going to want to be even macadamia nut oil, even organic red palm oil. You can cook in it. All of these are going to have a higher heat temp. They don't lose the molecular structure, and they are non-GMO, which means they're not genetically modified. Your vegetable oils and your canola oils are so genetically modified that when you consume them, it causes inflammation in your body. When you cause inflammation in your body stores everything as fat. Okay, replace your salt. Iodized salt, you need to throw the table salt away. It was made in a laboratory. It does the exact same thing as the vegetable oil and the canola oil. Replace it with pink Himalayan salt or organic sea salt. I like the pink Himalayan salt, especially like in this container I found here, because you can grind it and you can change the grind. If you like a coarser grind, you got it. If you like a finer grind, it's awesome. Plus, it's got over 300 natural minerals in it that replace the minerals in your body. So that's how you can get your minerals to your body if you're worried about that. All right, exercise. If you enjoy exercise, that's great. Exercise is a stress relief for some people. It is also a way for you to just kind of check out for a little while, and it's a great way to cleanse yourself. So if you enjoy exercise, do it in an interval style. Make sure that you're doing a time under tension full body workout. This means you go hard for short times with rest. You know, and if, you know, I guess a good explanation would be like a circuit class. If you're doing a bunch of weights on a machine and you're going in between machines but you're resting in between, that's kind of the idea. Going out for 5K runs as enjoyment is great. Do you want to do it all the time? Not necessarily at this point. You want to stress your body in a good way when you do exercise and you are of an ability to do a proper workout and you want to go hard 20 to 30 minutes. I would say at the most 3 to 4 days a week, and then you just flat rest. Let your levels come down. Give your body a break. I think we get that in our heads that we have to go, go, go. I need to go run the 5K turkey trot before I go eat turkey dinner. No, you don't. You don't. If you haven't worked out all week and then you didn't sleep the night before and now you think you're going to go run a 5K, you just toppled on all the stress onto your body. It'd be better not to do anything. But if you like to exercise, I do. I exercise. I personally exercise 4 days a week. I never go more than 2 or 3 days in a row. Personally, 3 days is pushing it for me. Typically, I'm 2 days on, 1 day off, and then 2 days on. That's typically what I do. Truth be told, I have not exercised in 3 days. I'm going to go work out tomorrow, but I have not worked out today. But I feel great. If I had to go do what I had to do with exercise, I feel fine because I've slept. I've used the last couple days to get caught up on my sleep because I haven't slept well. So, all right. Hydration. Drink water until you are satisfied. If you exercise, obviously consume more than when you are not exercising. There is no magic amount. I know that you hear people say drink the ounces to your weight in water. Not necessarily. There is a thing called overhydration. You want to listen to your body, pay attention to your body, and a good way to know if you're properly hydrated is if you take your fingers and you squeeze your fingers, and you know when you squeeze them they go white and then the pink comes back. If the pink comes back quickly, you're hydrated. If it stays white for more than a few seconds, you're not properly hydrated. You need to drink more water. So that's a good way to test that. So when you plateau, these are the adjustments that you're going to make. If you're following all the things that I've talked about and you hit a plateau, these are the kind of the refining things that you do. So shorten your timed eating window. Make sure you're eating enough vegetables. I will tell you right now, I have slacked on that. I will be picking up the vegetable consumption here after Thanksgiving. But I am just as guilty as most people. I'm not getting my enough veggies, and I've noticed with me, when I don't get enough veggies in my body wants to tend to put on the weight again. So I'm going to bump that back up. That's one of the tweaks I'm personally going to do. Try adding the apple cider vinegar in addition, which I go in periods and phases where I do that, but I am doing that now. Again, and then if you still feel like you're bloated a lot of times, you don't know why, take a look at your dairy. Are you eating too much dairy? Are you consuming too much dairy? And if you are doing dairy, make sure it's organic and non-GMO. So it's the whole milk, it's the real cheese, not the shredded cheese. It's organic eggs, free-range eggs, those types of things. And make sure it's organic butter, unsalted butter. Even the best organic butters don't use their salt. Use your own salt. And then just make sure you're hydrated. This time of year, I know when winter comes, it's harder to pay attention to your hydration. I've been really guilty of it because I don't feel thirsty, so I make myself just stay hydrated during the day. And I pay attention because I have a big water bottle, and if it's not at least almost all the way gone by the time 8 hours has passed during the day, then I know I need to drink more. And the other day I noticed a third of it was gone. I had not drinking enough water. So, all right, so your key to success is consistency. So yes, it's going to take more than a couple days to get this done, but you can just pick up where you left off. This isn't a thing where it's like, oh, I messed up and so I have to start all over. No, you don't. You just got to stay consistent. It's leverage. So if 9 out of 10 days you're consistent, you have leveraged. If you're only consistent 2 out of the 10 days, you haven't leveraged yourself. You gotta leverage yourself above it. So, I get it. Things happen. Life happens. Unexpected dinners happen. Holidays happen. I get it. You're not going to be destroyed, okay? You're not. So don't stress that out. Don't get that in your head that you've ruined everything. It's consistency. If you can stay leveraged, you will get your results. And it happens. You know, my twin sister, she texted me today. She's down 11 pounds now. And you know what? She has a crazy lifestyle. She has her own clinic. She has 2 crazy kids. I have 2 crazy nieces. She has a husband. She has a home. They're trying to sell a home and buy a home. I think they're under contract, both ends of it. I mean, I get it. We get it. You know, but she's staying consistent enough where she's leveraged herself and she's still getting it. May not be as fast as she wants, but it's still working. Everything is working. And her even listening to me is amazing. So, I mean, if she's probably half of doing what I'm doing and she's still getting the results. So just understand that. So that being said, if you want to go further in your health transformation, I have my Black Friday special. I'll just run through this if you're interested. I have a lifetime membership. This is everything that I teach you. This includes the 14-day program. This is everything I've ever made in a lifetime membership. You have access to it anytime, every day. You can pick it up wherever you left off. But I have more than 10 videos with downloads and lessons. You do have access to the 14-day take-back if that's where you'd like to start. I have a program template, grocery list, a recipe book that's updated now with about 40 recipes. I have included my private text number, so when you have questions, you can text me and get your answers. I also have email, but if you prefer text, we can communicate through text. I have a program selected and picked out for you, so you can pick your foods where you live. And then this number is more. I have more like 80 videos now on my YouTube channel to check that out. I also have my bonus, the Hormone Zone webinar and download, and that's to get you the maximum amount of results in the smallest amount of time. If you just really want to dial in and go and just clear out everything out and focus, that would be the webinar you'd want to see. And then I have my hormone eating cheat sheet. I have been selling it for $197, but for Black Friday I will do $127 on it. And if you're interested, thehormonehack.com/Black Friday. It ends on midnight Friday night, and I have a countdown on there. So if you have any questions about my offer, do it, because this is everything. And that's where I update things. That's where everything goes, you know, into the lifetime membership. Because once you have it, you have it. So once it's updated, you don't have to do anything. There's no upgrades or anything like that. You have it. So if you have the 14-day already and you want to go upgrade, talk to me, because I'll work out something for you. Because you're already invested into the $47 14-day take-back, I'll do something special for you to upgrade to the full membership if you want it. But if you're not in anything right now, the Black Friday special, I probably won't do this price again, but it's $127. So listen, if you're ready to take it back and you want to use real food in the real world, this is what you want. So if you've got any questions about it, let me know. You can email me. You can also message me here. And I appreciate you guys hopping on. So that is my belly fat secret hacks. You guys can totally do this, and it just works. I know that I've had someone message me this morning and said they started the apple cider vinegar based on the recommendations I did, and she already can tell that it's making a difference for the belly fat around her waist. So you guys, we can accomplish this. I want to be here to help you, and if you have anything I can do to help you, please let me know. And I really do appreciate you guys coming in on this, and I did pretty good. I did this about 20 minutes. I could talk for hours, but I'm not going to because you guys are busy. So listen, if you're interested in the full membership, my Black Friday special, go to it. I will have the replay so you guys can get the information again for the belly fat secrets. And I thank you guys for coming on in again. So with that being said, happy Thanksgiving. I will probably hop back on tomorrow, and if I can help you anything with Thanksgiving, please let me know. I will get you guys squared away. All right. You guys have a great night. Nice to see you all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.